Hello everyone. Today again I am ready with your geography book, chapter 1 Resource and Development, part 3. In this part we are going to see land resources, land utilizations, land use pattern in India, land degradation and conservation measures to control degradation of land resources. First we will see land resources of India. As you have already studied in class 9th, the total land area of India is about 3.28 million square kilometer. But the land use data is available only for about 93% of the total land area of India, because northeastern states except Assam and parts of Jammu and Kashmir, Pak occupied and China occupied, have not been surveyed completely, or that is why we don't have data of that part. But 93% of the total area, the data is available. Of the total land area, if we divide, the 43% of the total land area consists of plains, while 30% is of mountains and 27% consist of plateau. All we know, plains are very much suitable for almost all economic activities. So dense population is found in this region, while mountainous areas are not very much suitable but play very important role in development of other area, as it is the source of water. Many rivers originate. Mountains also provide beautiful scene which attract tourists from all over the world, as well as plateaus are the storehouse of minerals which attracts establishment of varieties of industries. So in this way, all the landforms found in India are very important resource of India. Now we will see land utilizations, means land is used for what purposes. The important types of land use in any country are forest area. As we know, to maintain ecological balance, 33% of the total land should be covered with forest as per National Forest Policy. Next, land which is not available for cultivation but used for other purpose or not used: barren and wasteland, rugged terrain, rocky surface, these are not used for any purpose. Next, land which is used for construction of buildings, roads, factories, etc. Now, other uncultivated land. First, permanent pastures and grazing land, very important for rearing animals, because we obtain varieties of things from animals also, as well as their existence to maintain ecological balance is important. Next, land under miscellaneous tree crops groves, which are not included in net zone area, about which we will study what is net zone area, from which also we obtain varieties of product. Then culturable wasteland. Culturable wastelands are those lands which are left uncultivated for more than 5 agricultural years. So this type of lands which are not being used at present called culturable wasteland. Next type of land which are found called fallow lands. What are fallow lands? Fallow lands are of two types. Current fallow means the land which is left uncultivated for only one or less than one agricultural years. So that type of land is called current fallow land. Current fallow land is remains uncultivated for one or less than one agricultural season. All of you know we are having three agricultural season: Kharif season, Rabi season, and Jayad season. So if land is not cultivated in any one of these agricultural season, then it comes under the category of current fallow land. And another type of fallow land is called other than current fallow, which is left uncultivated for past 1 to 5 agricultural years. Means more than 1 and less than 5 agricultural years, then it is called other than current fallow land. Next, the most important land use is net sown area. Net sown area is that area which is cultivated every year. Gross cropped area. Areas which is sown more than once in an agricultural year or plus net sown area. Suppose net sown area of one region is 6 hectares. 2 hectares of which is cultivated twice, means 6 plus 2 hectares. 8 hectares of land of that region is gross cropped area. Land use pattern of India. In India, also land is used for almost all purposes. It has forest land, barren and cultivable wasteland, area under non-agricultural uses, permanent pastures and grazing lands, area under miscellaneous tree crops and groves, cultivable wasteland, fallow other than current fallow land, and net sown area. As the land use pattern of any region does not remain fixed, it changes with change in time and technology. So we will study about India's land use pattern by comparing its uses at the time of independence, means in 1960-61, and in recent past in 2014-15, or whatever data are available in your book. You will observe minutely and see that. But data available on screen, we will follow this. In 1960-61, the forested area was only 18.11%, while in 14-15 it increased from 18.11 to 23.3%. Means it has increased, but we have not reached to our desired requirement. As per National Forest Policy, 33% of the total land should be covered with forest, or this forest cover is highly unevenly distributed all over India. So it is negative aspects of land use pattern of India. Next is barren and uncultivable wasteland. In 1960-61 it was 12.5%, while it has come down to 5.5%. Means that type of land, barren and wastelands, are being used for other purposes. What are the other purposes? Which type of land is increasing? It will help us in getting that. Next is area under non-agricultural uses, means the land which is used for construction purpose, construction of buildings, settlement, factories, roads, railways, etc. So it was only 4.9% in 1960-61, and it has increased from 4.9 to 8.7%, just doubled. Means development has taken place, construction of buildings, houses, factories have increased much more between this duration. Next type of land use is permanent pastures and grazing land. This type of land is very important for our animal population. As we know, India is having the largest animal population. or as per its number, the percentage of pasture land is already very less. It was only 4.71% in 1960-61, or that has come down to 3.3%. Means the pressure of this animal population is also on our other land which can provide them, means on our agriculture or cultivable land. Next is area under miscellaneous tree crops and groves. So we also obtain varieties of product from these kind of area. So this type of land exists. It was only 1.50% in 1960-61, or that type of land has also come down, means that is also being used for other purposes, for construction purpose or other purpose, because it has decreased from 1.50 to 1%, or this type of land is also important. Next is cultivable wasteland. The percentage of cultivable wasteland was 6.23% in 1960-61, which has come down only to 4%. Means the improvement has taken place in the method of agriculture also, or that kind of land are being used for other purposes. So it is good sign. Next is fallow other than current fallow land. The percentage of this type of land other than current fallow land was 3.50 in 1960-61, or that is almost same or a little bit increased in the percentage 3.6%. So it is not good. The percentage of current fallow land was only 3.73% in 1960-61, or that has increased to 4.9%, may due to excessive agriculture, excessive production, and the quality of land is deteriorating. It is not good sign. Percentage of current fallow and other than current fallow types of lands are increasing. And the arable land means the area, net sown area. The percentage of net sown area was 46.26% in 1960-61, or that has come down to 45.5%. So that is, although we are very lucky, no this much percentage of arable land is found in any country. If we see the total agricultural land of our country, so it is highest, the percentage of it is highest in the world. So this is the land use pattern of India. So as we saw, the nature of land use pattern of India is changing. Percentage of fallow land and current fallow land increasing, although cultivable wasteland has declined, but the percentage of fallow lands have increased, so it is not good sign. That means the quality of land is degrading in India, or it is called land degradation. When land becomes unfit for further use, it is called land degradation. Let us see the causes of land degradation in India. Water eroded area is 56% due to heavy rain, over irrigation, the fine particles of soil get washed away. So that type of land is 56%. And due to undulating nature of surface also, slope also, when heavy rain occur, soil get washed away. Next, forest degraded area. Deforestation is taking place at very faster rate in India for construction of building and all that. So that is 28%, means maximum degradation of land has occurred due to water and deforestation. Next reason, saline and alkaline land. The percentage of this is 6% of the total degradation of land in India due to excessive use of chemical fertilizer, insecticide, pesticides, or any other reason. Now another wind eroded area, the percentage is 10%. So these are the reasons, due to mining, excessive mining, wrong, unscientific method of mining, agriculture, means human factor. All are human factor. Human beings are responsible for land degradation in India. As we saw the causes of land degradation in India, so now we will see steps or measures to control land degradation in India. So the first important step is afforestation, planting more and more trees. It will help, all you know. It help in controlling soil erosion, increase the amount of precipitation which make the soil also moist. Next is proper management of grazing grounds. Next, creation of shelter belts at the margin of deserts and in coastal areas. Shelter belts means planting of trees in rows with the perpendicular direction of wind so that it can check the desertification of any area, expansion of desert. Next, proper management of wastelands. The wasteland should be used for other purposes, for construction purpose, and control of mining activities. We should not stop mining, but we should adopt the scientific method of mining so that besides meeting our requirement, we also maintain the environment and control land degradation. Next is proper discharge and disposal of industrial effluent and waste after treatment. So these are some of the important measures which can help in controlling land degradation in India. That's all for today. Thank you.